Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome back to my channel and also to episode 5 of the Ravenport map conversion from 19 to 22. So yes, if this is your first time, a really big warm welcome. And while we're on the topic, just click that subscribe button now and yeah, join us here on the channel. We are doing some nice things and some amazing things, and sometimes have a good laugh as well at stupidity. So yes, great stuff, man, guys. Let's get stuck in. We are currently, this is our converted map, and we are currently busy with the XMLs, adding all the cell points and stuff. So in episode 4 and the end of 3, I think we did these two railroad silos. So they are operational and working, so we're happy with that. So the next thing to do is take the next one in the list. It is the selling station placeable, and you can immediately see what it is. It's selling station restaurant. So we're going to go into the map itself, into our map, and find the selling station restaurant. There it is. Now remember, this is just a building, so we can press F to find it, and there it is. That is just a, oh sorry, no, this is the actual sell point. I'm in placeholders. The building is next to it. Good. Like I say, we have some good laughs at stupidity sometimes. Great, man, and here we go. This obviously needs to be replaced with the FS22 one, so all we're going to do is keep it here, but mind you, you have the coordinates for it, so we can just delete this one like so, and then we're going to go file, not that file, sorry, this file here. import, and then we're going to go FS22 into our map directory, and I think under let's stick to the US map. Let's go data. Is it now placeables? Yes, placeables, and then map alpine. No, lizard. In lizard. Sorry, we need to go lizard now to go into selling station vehicles. Just have a look quick. Where is the selling station? Nope, it's not here. So we're gonna go into data placeables, map US, selling station generic, man, there it is. Okay, that's for the farmers market. Now this one, you can use this one. I just can't remember if this has got 2 or 1 gate. Let's just open it up and have a look. So if we import that, we can quickly place it and you'll immediately see whether it's got 1 or 2 gates. So we're going to have a look. Let's just paste it here, Control B. Yeah, it's going to not work here, this one, so we can delete that. It's not the right one. So we're going to go back into import, file, import, selling station generic doesn't work then. Just want to have a look. There's a smaller one. Oh, you know where it is? It is in the Alpine map. If you go into the Alpine map, into its selling stations, I think it's under selling stations on this one. Let's just have a look. There we go, generic small. Now if you open this one, this is the standard generic one. So it doesn't matter which map you work from or import from. It's all part of the base game, and we can now just place this one here. And what's nice now is we can just grab the i3D positioning here, because we haven't deleted this line yet. We're not finished with it. Control C, go in here, Control Shift and V, and there you are. That's our positioning done. And I think if we go back there, our rotation is 0, 90, 0. Yeah, it is very close. It is 0 and 0 and 90. There you go. Alright, so there you are. So we take this one, Control X, and we're going to drop it in the placeholders because we don't want it in the game. Control V. And what I'm going to do then, just for my own sake, I'm going to rename this thing selling station generic to, you can do this and call it, what is this place? Restaurant. This is just for our own reference. It doesn't matter what you call this one because it's not going to be used. It's just for in the map, or in the editor. Great, so there it is, guys. So now we need to go into the, I keep on opening this thing. I'm busy copying my video over into another place to edit. File Explorer, here we go. So now we need to go into Farming Simulator 22 and open the map US data placeables map US, and sorry, not placeables. We want the maps and map US, and in here we'll find the placeables for map US. So this is the in-game map US. So we're going to find a thing that says, I'm thinking now if we should use the map US one, because we've copied that. We must find the one from the map Alpine. Sorry guys, I'm talking trash now. We must go to map Alpine. We'll keep this one open for next stuff. So it's the same drill, map Alpine, and find its placeables. Placeables, there it is. So you can check the top to just be sure which one you are in, you know. And now we need to go and find that selling station small. Selling station. Right guys, I had a look. It's not a chocolate factory. It's actually the station town store. Selling station town store. It's a little shop in the Alpine map. That's the XML that uses that R3D. So we're going to copy that line, or this line. So if ever you want to use that that little placeable, you just copy this line from the Alpine map. Come on. So we're going to grab this line from the Alpine map, copy, drop it in here, Control V. And now what we're going to do, we're also going to take this town store XML, obviously, from the Alpine map, which is that one there. Copy that. And also need to create my two folders again, my two sides rather, not folders, sides. Open this one up in a new window, and then put that one there. Alright, so on the left then is the FS19 direct or 22 directory, and on the right is my map. Good, alright. So Ravenport maps, map FR and XML, that's where I put my XMLs, you drop it in there. The reason I do this, guys, is because say you want to change the things the store is selling. You cannot change this XML in the base game, because otherwise you're going to mess up your base game. So you need to have it in your map so you can modify it. So if we open this now, I already have one up here, which is this. Why is there not two? Oh, obviously this is the one in the base game, and this one is now the one in my map. Alright, so what I'm saying is you can now add here stuff and take away what the store is selling, but you can't do that with the base game one, you know. So you have to copy it out and put it in your map folder. And then obviously, as always, we need to go into our store items again and add a line for the store items in there. So we're going to copy the previous one just to have a duplicate, Control V, and we're going to take that one and modify that just now. But first we need to fix our reference here to the XML. So that's our first rule of things to do, and the reference to the XML is, if open there, and it will be, well, it'll be the same as this. So we can just copy this line here up to there with the /, Control C, and then just overwrite everything in here up to the name of the selling station, Control V, like so. Great. Selling station down store. And what I like to do also is you can just tab with these things to keep the names in line. It just makes it so much easier to navigate, you know, and quickly find something. So it's so simple and easy to quickly just do this. And there you go. It looks all neat and nice. Okay, good. All right. So now we're at the store items. We at the we are here. So we want to take this whole line now of that XML. Control C into our store items. Just make sure we edit the right thing and overwrite this XML here, like so. Control V. So there you go. And now we have the store items in. We can save that. We have the placeables, the correct place. And now we just need to do the mind you, this is already right. If I'm correct, am I? No, I don't think so. We have to copy this here from the restaurant over to get the position and rotation. Yeah, Control C, and then just overwrite this in here. Control V, and it was 090. So we just add the 9 there. Oops, not the 0, a 9. Good stuff, man. All right, so just to verify, minus 220 and 774 is the coordinates for that. Just going to close this thing, go into our map. That was minus 220, 774. That's the correct place. And there you go, guys. Believe it or not, we have installed the sell point for the restaurant. So easy and so simple. And that's the way you do it. So now you tackle the next one in the list. This one now we can delete. And the moment I delete this one, it's going to enable the rest. But it's alright. I can chuck it. It's fine. I can handle it. Let me just put this in here. Like so. Forgot the exclamation mark. There you go. Alright, so so the ranch is the next one, and you can see it's exactly the same selling station, the ranch. It uses the generic one, so we can go to the ranch quick into the map and have a look. Now the ranch, if I'm correct, is somewhere up here. That is the ministry or a monastery or something, but I think this is the ranch, if I'm correct. Sportsman, that's the mission. Oh, that's the mission. I thought it's the ranch. The ranch is up here, man. This is the ranch. I'm sure of it. Horse ranch, yes, you see. So its selling station is exactly the same. It's this one here. So nice. You see, there it is, the horse ranch selling station. So before we do anything else, we can delete that one. And just go, yeah, let's, well, we can duplicate this one, doesn't matter. And just rename it, and this is ranch. This is just for our info to know which is which. When you look at the list, it's not really significant because it's not really there. Control B. And what we're going to do is grab the XML line here and get the coordinates C, and this will help us to align the whole thing. Control V, or just make sure it's aligned, rather is the right word. 090, 090. So there you go, guys. That is now our horse ranch selling spot added, but it's not in the game yet, so we need to do the same draw for this one and do another one. So what we're going to do is duplicate that, Control C, Control V, and we will maybe on ID we're going to call this we'll just call this ranch. like so. And then this one, selling station town store, we also just call ranch. Taken caps are like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy this name, Control C, into our store items. Oh, I first have to make one. Control C, Control V, and then come back here, Control C, store, and just overwrite that like so. Selling station ranch. And now we physically need to do it in our XML. The town store, hold Control, copy it to make a duplicate. Where is it? There you go. And we're going to go Control V on there. Selling station ranch. Alright, and there you have its own XML now. And this XML points directly to the R3D of the selling station generic small. You see, so we don't have to do anything else. We just rename them a little bit so that we can distinguish when we look at our placeables. We know this is the ranch, you know. So there you go. That helps a lot. Go there, position, rotation, and selling station ranch. Now I want to give you a tip there as well. While we're at the selling station ranch XML, here on top, the name, store data name. You can take that whole thing out there and type in here horse underscore ranch. And by the way, guys, never leave spaces in anything, especially if you want to play multiplayer on your maps, because it causes issues if there's spaces in your names and stuff that you give. Was like that in 19. I don't know if it's like that in 22, but it's always best to not have spaces. Rather put an underscore if you want to put a name or something. Okay, cool bananas. So let us then now try it out. So I'm going to save everything just to make sure we are all saved. The map, save the map, and let's give it a go and see if it works. Right guys, so here we are on the map. First things first, have a look at our global thing. The horse ranch is supposed to be here, where it's not, but I see the supermarket is showing, so let us visit the supermarket. There it is, all looking all good. So I wonder what went wrong with the horse ranch. We'll have a look at that just now. Alright, so first things first, want to see now quick in our sell points. Yes, oh, there it is, horse ranch and supermarket. Interesting that it doesn't show. I'll have a look now why it doesn't, but anyway, our little thingamabob is not here, the icon. So I wonder what that means. Control S, Shift Alt S. There it is. I'm going to quickly buy a tractor just to test why it's not working. We'll have a quick browse. It always helps to have a browse. Supposed to have that little blue thing on it. If it doesn't, I don't know if there's a reason why it doesn't, but we'll have it checked just now. Right, F12, fill the vehicle for us with wheat, and let's say okay, yeah, so it is definitely working. So if we look now, we should have money flowing in now on the top right. So let's have a look. There it's coming, yeah. Alright, so the shop is working. Alright, I'm happy with that. We can have an investigation why the other one doesn't work. probably something to do because I've copied the XML and duplicated it. So there's something that I missed. We'll have a quick look at it now. Okay guys, I think I figured it out, because both our XMLs points to the same i3D file, and in the i3D, if you're looking at the i3D, the teleport node is in it. So obviously it's going to, because we're calling two different XMLs with two different names, calls the same i3D, yeah, it's not going to work so nicely, because it only puts the trigger there. No, it doesn't only, it loads the whole thing here. Why does it not load it here? I think it's got to do with this teleport node and everything, not setting it up in the right spot, because two XMLs pulls it, because there's no error on it. I've had a look in the log, there's no error on it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this selling station ranch now, and if go file, export with files, we're going to go into our map mods. So I open this tiny bit bigger, Ravenport maps, mapfr imported, and then placeholders, nope, not placeholders this time. So we're gonna go make it a sell point buildings here, and we'll call this selling station ranch. I forgot to copy the name again. It happens, guys. Selling station and ranch, like that. So selling station ranch, gonna save it, and this time we're gonna say yes to both of those, because we just want the i3D in our map file now. The rest of the stuff can stay in game, so that we can call the i3D from our map folder this time and not from the in-game, and then it might solve our issue. Alright, so same old, same old. So what we're gonna do now, we just need to change this now to our map directory. So now we're going to go our map, and it's not FR anymore, imported place sell point buildings, and there it is, selling station ranch. So all we need to do now is copy all of this here from maps to there, Control C, or from the i3D, no, from the map name. So it's maps, map FR, that whole shebang. Drop it in here, up to there, Control V. Change the slashes. That's all we want. The rest of the stuff can stay in game. We're not worried about that. And then we need to change the name as well to the directory is, the name is now selling station ranch. Control C, not that anymore. Control V. Alright, selling station ranch. There you go. This should solve the problem, or I hope so, at least. Alright, let's have a look. So that's the ranch now being done. And now I'm just going to go in game and test. Just for interest's sake, guys, it's not even here. I've just driven up here. It's not here, so I don't know where it's gone to. But anyway, I'll have to figure it out. Oh my word, guys. I've had such a good laugh now. I'll quickly show you what the stupidity is. I've been fiddling so much about these things and never remembered to take the coordinates. So it's Control Shift and C, copy them. I just dropped them here in the... I still got the same coordinates here. No wonder I can't find it. And by the way, it did load the i3D, but I think it put it on top of the on top of this other one, the selling station at the town store. So, oh my word, the rotation on that is also 0.90, so we can leave that as is, and then just save. I have in my struggles renamed this, so I can make this again just horse ranch, or just ranch. I don't think that ever made a difference, so we'll check now if it's working or not in a minute. Either we're gonna laugh some more, or it's gonna work, one of the two. Good, can't wait to find out, guys. Right, here you can see in game it is loading the generic small, which is our store in town, and then also the ranch, and there's no errors. So if there was a problem, it should show an error, and it didn't, but it was just in the wrong spot. It was putting it over into the other one. You see, there it is now, and we can visit it. Oh my gosh, what happened now? Where am I gone to now? The teleport for that is wrong. Wonder why. Let's go visit again. Talk about parachuting, eh guys? Oh, where did I go? What on earth is happening here? Yo, I'm on the very far end of the map. Okay, that's a first. And if I visit this one, do I fall somewhere else? Yeah, I don't know why that is there. Strange things happen in this game, guys. Yeah, no, listen. Go for a skydive. Visit the ranch. Okay, good stuff. At least we know it's there. Well, actually, we don't know it's there. I'll quickly drive up there and have a look. Guys, okay, yeah, no. As you can see, it's still not here, although the picture is there. So the icon is at the right spot, but I'm going to show you what the problem is, guys. Something that I've been telling you guys all about in previous episodes, and now I've gone and made the same mistake myself. But that's what happens, guys. You keep forgetting stuff, you know. I mean, it is so easy to forget. So I just want to tap this quickly, make it look nice like that. Settings, orange, whatever. The problem now is, remember we exported that i3D into our map. Here it is, our imported cell point buildings. There it is, the ranch. So whenever you export an i3D into your own map, always open it up, and make sure that the i3D is zeroed. Oh my word. So now we're just opening it up, waiting for it to open, and I'll show you it's going to be having these coordinates on it that we've put down here. That's what normally happens. Now I'm not too sure now, is it opening or what is it doing? I think it is opening, but my system is just slow because I'm busy converting a video in the background. So everything is running like super slow. Alright, here we are in the i3D, and as you can see, Selling Station Ranch, it is at the coordinates where it's supposed to be, but we need it to be 0 here in the i3D. So you can either 0 it here, and there it is, you'll see, and 0 everything, or in my case I like it to 0 here, or you can 0 the XML. So I prefer to 0 the i3D, but if you 0 the XML here to 0, 0, 0, it will also work. So it doesn't matter either way you do it. But the problem is, if you 0 here, it's gonna be confusing and it's gonna look weird, you know. So just rather 0 the i3D. Great. And now, lastly, we will definitely have a working cell point, or ranch cell point. And here we are back in game, guys, and as you can see, this time we have not been disappointed and didn't have a parachute there over the hill. It was quite funny, I must say. And there you are, guys. We have now our 2 railroad silos in, as well as 2 of the main cell points of the game. And if you go into your shop things, there's your 2 cell points, horse ranch and supermarket, and all is working well, man. Yeah, you can see it's updating the pricing and everything, so perfect, no problem there. Right, guys, thinking of going ahead, all the other things like the grain silo, the port silo, the wood station, wood chips, those we can, the bales, the wood and the wood chips, that we can do together. The heating plant, that doesn't matter. The wool, the vehicles. What I'd like to do is I would like to do something that's got a challenge to it. So let us do the shop, guys. Let's have a look at the shop. Now the shop has got 2 parts to it. It's got the place where you sell your vehicles and customize them which is obviously normally a little square block and a little icon for your where the workshop area is normally at your shop, where you can buy and sell vehicles. And then, well, you don't buy it there, sorry, you sell it and you customize it. And then you have the sales part of the shop, which is the actual shop, which is normally a different, it's a whole, the other section of the vehicle dealer or dealership that you can call. So that's two things. It's two different separate units. The vehicle sell point, it's different from the shop. And here you can see selling station vehicles is called the workshop in FS19. But in FS22 it works different. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the XML for FS22 and go into the maps. Let's go to the map US for this one and find their placeables. I wonder if I don't have it open here, but it will open it automatically if I find it here anyway. I am here now with it, so let's just open it. Yeah, it was there. Okay, so let's now find the workshop. I just want to show you where that is. It should be here somewhere. Let's just do search. It's so much easier. Control F and just type in shop and enter. And there you go. You know, that's a selling station shopping mall. Okay, that's not what we want. Okay, then it's called vehicle. Must be called vehicle then. Selling station vehicles. That's what it's called in FS22. It's not a selling station shop anymore, or whatever that is. Workshop. Alright, so let's not bother with the workshop, because that's a matter of, it's the same as the sell points that we've just done. You just put the little icon there and run the XMLs and whatever. That's very simple. Let's do the work, the actual store, the selling part of the shop or the dealership. Now to do that, your store is called from your map XML, not your, it's not here in the placeables. So all you need to do is go to your map folder, find your map XML, it's normally close to your I3D, or if it's in a different spot, just get the XML open, and in the XML on top you will see your map sizes and your the overview where you set your the PDA. That's your overview, is the PDA. So all of that will be there. Then you know you're in the right spot. And now we're going to look for a thing called the hotspot. Here it is. And this here, believe it or not, this is the whole shop, all of it. So all you need to do is just grab this world position and take that world position and move the shop icon that is already in your I3D. If you don't have in your map, not the I3D, the map I3D, if you don't have a shop in here, what we'll do is obviously the shop in here, I don't know if they've converted it. Let's have a look. It should be under gameplay, vehicle shop, and then vehicle shop trigger is the one we're looking for. I'm going to control or just F, and you can immediately see where this is. Sorry, it's somewhere here in the Gramadulas. Yeah, it's under the map. Okay, so what you want to do, if you don't have this vehicle shop, you can open the map or any of the maps, any of the 3 in-game maps, and export it into your map folder and just import it into your game and put it somewhere in your map, and then you'll have all of this stuff that is here, the spawn points, the vehicle shop trigger, everything will be in there, and then you are there where we are now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to leave the main transform in the center. I always like to do it that way, and then take only the vehicle shop part, this one here, this trigger, and then place it somewhere friendly. Control B and put it, I'll say put it somewhere here, like so. That is a good spot for it to reside, or maybe we can Control B, put it here in this little spot here. Now with FS22 I've realized sometime where you place this, you also get your your player spawn and marker icon shopping is the word. So now this is the icon, and then the vehicle player spawn. That has got something to do with your in-game shop. So if you put this too close to walls and stuff, your vehicles and stuff is not going to be able to display in the shop. You know, when you press P to go to the shop and you preview a vehicle and you turn it around, that causes a big issue if you don't put this right. So yeah, let us just put this a little bit further away. Like, go to the vehicle shop trigger, Control B. I'm going to put it here just to be safe, and we can test it in game and move it around as necessary. And this vehicle shop player spawn, I'm going to just dump it here, and normally your view is between the red and the blue, so pick a view for yourself. I'm sure that will be alright, somewhere like that. So if you go into your map and you say click on the little vehicle shop icon and you click on visit, it should spawn you here on this corner. So just remember where we set it. Alright, and then at the trigger we want to take this X coordinate, copy that, go into our XML, into our map XML, Ravenport maps XML, and go to shop and go into this one here. The first one is your X coordinate, world position, and that is the teleport world position. So you're going to make these the same. Control V. Alright, and then also that 620. This is what I'm not too sure of now. Should we put the teleport world position to that other? Let's do that. I'm going to put this teleport position to the other one. Alright, so go back into that and take the Z into our XML and drop it here. Control V. And you'll notice that the world position has only got 2 coordinates, but the teleport has got 3. So it's 620.0.118. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this player spawn, and but that was the problem. You can't use this because now look at the translate. It is not the same because we're working from this, because this player spawn is in this transform. It uses that transform and then minus these coordinates, you know. So let's rather just put it in the same spot. Otherwise we're going to have problems. So let's just do that with the X, like so. Control C, Control V, and this to 7118. Control C and Control V on the 118, and then now it's 0 is close enough. Alright, so there you are, and that is now like that, and now we can save it like so. Oh, we forgot something before we save it. Very important, when you buy vehicles you want them to spawn at certain places. There's enough spot here. And then you would like this spawn point, player spawn start 1, place it, Control B, drop it, and then just look at where the player point B is. It's on that side, so it's pointing towards the red. Alright, so what you want to do is just swing that like that. Like so, there you go. Alright, don't place this one, just place this one and then rotate it around, and when you can come to this one, if it's too far, too close, just move it like this, but don't place it. There's something with the distances between the two, and the angles and whatever, but just do it like that. It all should be fine. And then we take the second one. I'm going to take the second one, I'm going to put it here in the back. If you have to order that many vehicles at one time, they can spawn here in the back. Control B to place it, and now we know that it points to the red one. We can shift the red one in the direction we want it. Control B, and the end will be then there. I can move that a little bit like that, and that should be fine. Great, so there you are, guys. Now we can save it and test. And our shop should now work like a bomb. Not really like a bomb, but it should work. So now we save our files. Remember to save your files before you test. otherwise you'll get to the point where you're going to laugh at yourself like I do. As you're going to get in game and stuff is not going to be there, and then you come back and you see, oh, I forgot to save. Because the changes hasn't been updated. Good. Alright guys, so let's have a fun look at that then. And then our shop should be in Spot. Alright, let's have a look. So you'll notice we didn't do too much work in the map this time. It's more on the XML. Well, it's actually a bit of both. Right, so let's go to the shop and visit. Okay guys, so there's our shop icon. As you can see, it's at the expected place, and we should have it here. And if we press R on it, voila, end of story. Good. And then now if we buy something, I want to see where it spawns. It should actually spawn on this side. So let's purchase something. And what I was talking about, guys, I'm going to just grab a tractor here. One of my favorite small tractors is the Fendt. What I was talking about is this little thing here. It's got something to do with that other icon. So yeah, that we've moved around. Oh, you know what it is? If you move the shop XML from the main game, then you get this type of problems. But that I'm talking about. But if you use this process that I've just showed you, leave the shop XML alone, leave it in the main game, but just move the hotspot like we did, then all should be perfect and well. So if we go out now, there is our tractor, all sorted out, ready to roll. Yeah, beautiful, and enough space in the back and in the front to hook things and do all kinds of stuff with it. Great, man. So yes, I'm happy with that, and the icon is showing. That's what we want to see. Good stuff. I like. Great, man. Quit. Go out. So let's quickly do one more before we end the video. So that was the shop. What else can we add? So that was the shop. That was simple and easy. The other one is the shop, is the animal shop. It works exactly the same as the shop. So you just move the hotspot here into the coordinates, and all is well with the animal. So you already have an example of that, how that works. No need to do that one with you. So we're going to leave that for a later stage. I can close this ranch, and I can close that one. Right, so back to our placeable. Let us tackle one of the the sawmills. They are normally also a difficult thing to do, or not. I won't say difficult, but different. So I'm going to move this one, Control X, just drop it here. The sawmill. So that's the wood chips, and then you have selling station wood. Control X. Just drop that too. So what we're going to do now, same draw, into the map of US, the US map, and we're going to find the selling station wood first. It's going to be easier, just Control F, wood. Okay, there's the wood train, two of them. Oh, my backwards is on, so I'm searching backwards. Wood heating plant. So we've got wood train and wood heating plant. How's that possible? Don't we have a wood selling station, a sawmill on this thing? Farmhouse, farmhouse. Let me look for it, and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, I've just realized or just saw that the US map has got no selling station or sawmill as such. It all the wood stations on here just exports wood on the train. So what you're going to do then, obviously, if your map has a sawmill, you want to go this way, go to the map Alpine placeables and grab the selling station wood there. So we're going to copy this line, Control C, drop it in our map here, Control V as such, and we're going to make a note of that selling station wood. And then what I want to do, I'm just thinking. No, we don't want to drop it there. Why do we want to drop it there? We're going to drop it here. That too we need to delete. Before I forget, just highlight them or just blot them out. We only keep them here for the coordinates. Alright, so next step then is to have a look at, oh, that is one that is very far out of position. So what we're going to do with that is just keep a line, start a new line for the bigger ones, for the longer ones. Alright. Alright, so what we want to do is have a look at the selling station wood and see what R3D that is pulling. So we're going to go map Alpine, selling station wood then. So we're going to go in here, 22 data maps, map Alpine. It's placeables, man. I was just going to say it's data placeables, map Alpine. There you go. And then selling station wood, there it is. And the R3D is here. Alright. So there's the XML as well as the R3D. So what we're going to do then now is take this R3D. It's only the trigger again, guys. So we're going to open this and we might need to have edit it. So if we have to edit it, we're going to have to export it to our map. If we don't have to edit the trigger, once again, it's the same as that railroad silos. If it's going to work for the FS19 map, then yeah, then we don't have to export it. But let's first just have a look at what it looks like. So the sawmill, yeah, you see. Yeah, I can tell you now we're going to have to export this to our map. It's not going to be the same as FS19 because all these things have to be positioned individually then. So what we're going to do is file, export selection with files into Ravenport, import it, sellpoint buildings is the right thing. We're going to create a folder here, new folder just to be safe and call it, no, it doesn't need to have, sorry man guys, because we're not putting the whole thing in here, we're only putting the R3D in here. So once again I forgot to copy the name, so it's just sawmill. So it's sawmill for the R3D and save. And what I like, the wood chips is here with it, so save. Yeah, nice. Keep the paths, yes, thank you very much. So now that we've done that, we can close this. We don't have to save it because that's our map stuff, our in-game things. And now we're going to find the sawmill on the map, and I think selling station wood will be there. There it is. So that's the original triggers. Now in FS19 you have them separate. See, there's the wood chips and here's the wood. Where's there's supposed to be markers here on the ground for the wood chips, for the wood as well as the wood chips, so that we'll have to add those manually. Best practice obviously always, guys, is put your markers down first and then align your triggers, you know. So did I not bring the markers over? Doesn't look like I have. Trigger markers, here they are. Why are they not here? Wood selling. Let's just first see where it is. Why is it in there? Trigger markers. Wow, it is 0. Look at where they all are. But we're gonna do all of them anyway, so might as well just not to worry about that now. So what we'll do is then go to our trigger marker for wood selling, Control B, place it here, bloop bloop bloop. In fact, if you go into this XML of ours, take the selling station wood. I just want to check what happens when I copy this into the i3D, just for fun. Control Shift V. Where does it end up? Oh my word! What's it doing here? That's for the train. That is the train wood sell point. There's a wood sell point for the train as well, I think, in the XML. Am I right? Selling station wood. There's another one, yeah. That's for the train. Okay. Control C. Let's drop it in here. So if I take this one then, copy that and then drop this one in here, Control Shift V. Yeah, you see, so that one wood selling, there's another one then it's for train, wool selling, wood chip selling. Wonder why it's not here. There should supposed to be one then for the train as well, but doesn't matter. We now have our trigger marker. That's perfectly all right. And these things are quite funny, guys. Yeah, it's always funny to align them, because when you Control B them, they're not always flat on the ground. So you have to be very careful with them. Sometimes they fly in the air. And now if we go to our wood selling, you'll see that's the warning stripes. Sorry, I want to get to the actual wood selling. You'll see that it should align nicely within the marker. All right, but we're going to delete this trigger anyway. I'm just going to keep them here to see where the, mind you, this one doesn't really matter now anymore because we're done with it. Might as well just delete it. All right, so let's import, guys. Let's import. So going to go File, Import. And now, always, like I always say, before we do anything else, I have exported that directly out of the map, not out of the map, but out of the directory tree of the map, of the base map. So it should have a 0. So I'm just going to verify that. Sawmill. Just going to verify that. It should have a 0. So we'll see now. Yes, it has a 0. So there you go. Control X. Now the FS22 sawmill once again is different than the FS19 sawmill. So I'm going to drop this in placeholders. And now we're going to modify this trigger and then export it out again. Indoor areas. Control B. I'm just going to Control B it here so I can see everything that we need to work with. Yeah, now this is very difficult because that we know and this we know is now other things. So now actually that almost aligns nicely with the trigger with the trigger marker. Oh my gosh, okay. And that thing we need to put in there. Okay, that's going to be fun. I have to figure out what these two are. This I know you need to put next to a door or something. It's got something to do with the door. I can't remember exactly what it was. That's the wood trigger, wood cell trigger. So that's our selling station, okay. Production point, yeah, that's the one that goes to the door. So we need to move that one, the production point to the door. So we're going to push that like that, because it's going to make a little icon there by the door, I think. So we're going to put it there by the door. something like that should be alright. We'll check it in game, guys, what it does. Just want to get it close to the door, like so. Maybe we can make that thing a tiny bit bigger. It's always looks so small to me. Let's make it a tiny bit bigger, that way and this way. Right. I'll just feel better when it's bigger. There you go. It's a little bit bigger. Nicer. I don't know if that is right, guys. We'll check it out. And then we have the pellet spawner. You know what? Yeah, that has got to do with the workings of the mill, man. This is now for the pellets. So I'm going to put that in front of that warehouse there. I think that's a nice spot for the pallets to spawn. Or maybe there. Yeah, I'll work with that, guys. I think like so. Something like that. Great. And then loading station is obviously that is for the chips or whatever you want to call it. So that needs to that's going to be fun aligning this thing to fit exactly into this thing. Oh my word. Okay. It's going to be fun and games, guys. I'm going to try and get this first bracket same and bring it in like that. My word, it's so close. Even if I must say so myself, that was a very good alignment. It needs a little bit of tuning there still. Best is to come this away so I can see my my move thingamabobbies there, and then come in this way a bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that, guys. You can bite nails over these things, but it's not always necessary. Great. Okay, I think info trigger, that should be alright. That's part of that thing. Indoor areas, I'm not too sure of the indoor areas. What does that do? Oh, you know what? That has got to do with your with the pallet spawn. Alright, so we're gonna need to move that indoor areas. So I think if I'm right, if I open that, you're gonna have one start, one width, and one height. Yeah, that's for the pallet spawn, guys. So I'm gonna have to move this over that little trigger spot there, like so, and then the rest should be fine, like so and like so. Yeah, that's fine enough. I'm happy with that. So do it like that, and there and there. Yeah, that's close enough. We'll test it in game and see. Collisions, cell station, production point, pallet spawner, and loading station. I don't see an icon. Normally, sometimes there's an icon thing as well. Sawmill. Alright. Okay, guys, so what we need to do now is once again go File, Export with Files, selling Sawmill, save. Yes, we want to replace it, and say yes to both of these, and then save our map. And now still remember, Control Shift C, copy this this 3, and it's 0 on the other icons there, or what do you call it, selling station wood. And we're going to overwrite our X positions, Control V, like so. Rotation was 0, 0, 0. Very important. Good. And now, believe it or not, it's time to test again. Oh, before we test, remember we've exported what's the golden rule, guys? When you've exported, remember to go back to your i3D, open the sawmill, and you'll find that now, because we've exported from a physical map, the coordinates will be in there for that position of it. So we need to zero it. I'm just going to wait for it to open. Why is it not opening? There, it's coming. My system is just a bit slow. Good. So there it is, the sawmill. And you'll find there's all the coordinates. So we just zero everything. And you'll see immediately it pops up here in the center. Once everything is zeroed, you save it. You close it. And now we need to just point our XML to this directory once again. But I think I already have that directory, don't I? What did I do with the selling station wood? Do I want it in my map? Yeah, let's take it. Let's put it in our map, guys. Selling station wood. This is from home. Yeah, this is our map in Control C, Alpine map. So we're going to copy that, drop it in our XML folder in there. Control V, selling station wood. In case you want to modify it, guys, if say you want to add stuff to this selling station wood, if you want to, I don't know what else you want to add to it, but anyways, it's there, so you can add it. So now the directory has changed, so we can take this directory, copy that, overwrite this like so, Control V, and suddenly we have got things aligning again like so. Nice. Alright, and also because we've got this XML now in our map folder, we need to also do the store items. Remember the store items, never forget the store items, guys. Control V, same drill here. We're going to grab our XML part, Control C, not the, you don't need the dollar map there. For some reason Giants know that this is the right directory, but in other places they don't know, so you have to help them along sometimes. Okay, selling station wood. Right, so there it is. We can save that one. This one is now done everything. Save it, and let's go quickly have a test in game and check it out. Hopefully it will work, guys. There's only two things that can happen. Did I now save the map? It doesn't really matter because that XML is external from the map, so it shouldn't make a difference, but yeah, you never know, guys, with these things. Because remember, the map, the wood in the map is only there for us to see, but the actual XML is the actual sell point and the i3D that we've exported. So we should have a wood thing here now. There's the sawmill, so let's go visit that. Can I not visit it here? Yes, I can. Oh, very beautiful. Look at that, guys. Very beautiful. Oh, you see that? Why did it not save this one? Ah, I know why. I know why. Oh, this is the in-game. I know why. Okay, there you can immediately see. I forgot to change the XML. The XML is still opening the i3D that's in the game. And while we're at it, let's just save this. I'll quickly show you. You see this XML in Farming Simulator 22, the one we copied, it draws the i3D from the base map. So we don't want that one. We want to go to our map directory and grab the selling station wood here and change this to the i3D that we are using. Alright, so that is then in this directory. Imported selling point buildings and then selling station sawmill. There it is. Alright, so what we're going to do is grab this one from the maps on. Control C. Overwrite this up to there. Control V. So, and just fix up all these little things. must be forward. So it's maps, map FR imported selling buildings, and then change the i3D name, because we have changed it into Sawmill, believe it or not. Control C, double click there, Control V, and there it is. Alright, now we should have our i3D loading in there without any hassles. So let's just quickly have a test, and then we'll call it a day for this video, because I think it's going to be long enough already. I think I might be over my 30-40 minute limit that I want to try and keep the map making videos in, you know, because otherwise it becomes just too long, guys. Way too long per episode, you know, to sit and work through. But there's a host of information in them, you know, like so many tips and stuff that we've talked about. Right, and now if we go to yes, you see, now we have the Sawmill here, and that's our other one. Right, so visit. Oh my gosh, something's wrong here. My spawn, I'm inside the building. Okay, don't visit it. And I can't visit this one, can I? Oh my word. Alright, let's just visit this one here that's close by. Let's do this. Let's get the Mahindra. Let's drive the Mahindra a bit. What do you say? Good stuff. Come on. Oh word. It's not a very difficult vehicle to load. I'm sure this thing doesn't have many triangles to load. Come on. Oh my word. That's one thing, guys, that I miss from Farming Simulator 19 is the speed. Yeah, I tell you what, the speed on FS22 is horrific. Am I now going in the right direction? Yes. Let's quickly run there. There you can see the little blue icon is our Sawmill. So I'm going to have to look at that spawn thing. That's what I said. There's something with the spawning things as well that we have to have a look at how that operates. But here it is. I think maybe it's got to do with that thing that I made bigger. Maybe I must make that thing smaller again. So you can buy, that's what you can do here. You can buy the building. That's that little thing you put at the door. This is the information thing, isn't it? Oh, that's where you sell your wood. Let's just drop some wood here and test it. Gosh, this spawn is really noisy. 12. Spawn some objects, please. We want some wood. Okay. It's 6 meters. Right, and then let's just try and sell it. There we go. Got some money for it. So it's working like a bomb. Good stuff, man, guys. That is awesome. And then just have a look here. Have a crack at this other sell point this side. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be fine. This is much better here. Alright, so I just need to modify that little thing where you that I made bigger. I must make that much smaller again. Something is not right there. I thought it's some trigger there at the door, but it's not a door trigger. It's just the icon. So yeah, don't mess around with the size of it, guys. Good. Right, excellent. Just a quick last thing, guys. There's a teleport node in that i3D for the Sawmill. So if you want to know where that is, just open the production point and you'll see there's a teleport node. So that node is where you're going to spawn when you teleport there from the map, you know. So when you select and visit, and that was like in that building, you know. So no wonder I spawned there. So I'm just moving that out, resaving the i3D, and then all should be fine with the Sawmill. Good. Well, guys, I'm going to end up there for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like always, it's been fun. It's been a big pleasure and an awesome, amazing fun. And thanks a lot to my supporters. If you are interested in supporting my work, do consider it. Whatever is in your heart to bless me with, go into my Patreon or my PayPal. Everything, every little bit helps. It's tiny drop makes the bucket full, you know. So it doesn't matter whatever you want to support me with. Great, guys. Have a wonderful day. It was awesome. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, man. Cheers.